You are now tuning into a drop of melancholy. If you are in a good mood and wish to remain so, do not watch this video.
Not trying to be funny or sarcastic. Straight up, I just want to know. This week, why are we bringing in the new year? Real talk. Like, what makes one think that 2025 is going to be better than 2024 is the question. I want to know the answer. What's the difference? Are our lives going to be any better in 2025 going into 2025 than what it was in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or do we keep on repeating the same ritual every year? Bringing in a new year, but not bringing in a new day and age. Tell me something. When January the 1st, 2025 hits, is your life going to be any better? Aren't you going to have to go to work? Aren't you going to have to pay the light bill, the water bill, the phone bill, the cable bill, the internet bill? Aren't gas prices still going to go up? Aren't we still going to be dealing with inflation? Aren't you still going to be living from paycheck to paycheck, penny pension? New year. I don't understand that. How is it a new year and it's the same old shit? How about we just not celebrate the new year? How about we just don't keep up with time? No, seriously, this is my word. How about we just stop fucking keeping up with the months of the year, the time of day, because it's the same shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? For real. This is my word. Do you understand that? Straight up. Come Monday. Maybe not this Monday. Because, you don't fucked around and, you took a couple of days off. You got your shit laid out. So you've been off since Christmas Day. All the way up until the New Year's Day. So you go back to work about Thursday. But didn't you do that last year? And the year before that? And the year before that? But come next Monday, not this Monday coming up, but next Monday, aren't you going to get up and go to work? Excuse me, Thursday. Let's make it Thursday. Thursday. Come this Thursday, after New Year's Day, aren't you going to get up and go to work? Aren't you going to be sitting in that same old fucking traffic, bitching and complaining about how you tired of fucking getting up early in the goddamn morning? Having to deal with this fucking rush hour traffic? That it takes you an hour and a half to get the motherfucker from home to get the motherfucking work? What's the difference? What's going to be new? What's going to be new? Don't you understand that we continue to just push the repeat button every year? Repeat, 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 repeat. Nothing ever changes. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. And if it does, it changes for the worse. But you think it's going to get better. Automation is coming to your town, coming to a fast food restaurant near you. They got a robotic arm that can flip the burgers and dump the fries. They don't need no fucking human labor anymore. Straight up. That's real shit. Happy New Year.
He said everything you need to know. What's gonna change? Nothing's gonna change. Like he said, people still gonna be waking up, going to work, doing some BS they don't want to do, still paying bills. What's gonna change? There's still gonna be wars. Like he said, our allies or our enemies. What's gonna change about them? Nothing's gonna change. Everything he said, he has some valid points. You know, we're bringing in this new year, but we're not bringing in a new day, a new age. It's going to be a repeat of what's been going on for decades, centuries. All right, people still going to be paying bills. People still going to be working, doing what they don't want to do. Yeah, just more of the same. Now, he's not a very polite guy. He's not politically correct. He say what he want to say. Well, he's talking about the new year. I mean, everyone can resonate with that. Nothing ever changes. It's always the same thing. Now I see, let's just think for a moment. Let's say if they brought in the new year and they say, oh, this new year, you're not going to have to pay a water bill. You're not going to have to pay car insurance. You're not going to have to pay an electricity bill. That's something worth celebrating. If they said 2025, you're not going to have to pay no car insurance, or you'll pay your car insurance, but if you remain accident free for that entire year, you get 50% of your money back. That would be something worth celebrating. Okay. Cause they're making change, but based on what he was saying, there's never no change. People bring in these New Year's and it's always the same thing. Okay. And I totally agree with what he's saying. And no, he's not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative. We're not trying to be negative. But it's the goddamn truth. Whatever changes, I guarantee you. Okay, because this happened last year. Matter of fact, it happened last year and the year before last. And both times I put it in my community post. I guarantee you, within the first 30 days of the new year, there's going to be a mass shooting. I guarantee you that's going to happen. And when it does happen, I'm either going to make a video or put it in my community posts. Because even just last year, it was like the first week. Yeah, it was like not even 2 weeks in the year. I think it was like the first 3 days. There's already like some mass shooting at a school. And I put it in my community posts. Guarantee you that's going to happen again this year. What I'm trying to say is it's always the same stuff. The same drama humans always create. It's just going to be a repeat of that. And it's going to continue. If they made some changes, it can be anything. It can be anything. It just don't gotta be the car insurance. Let's say if, hell, up the wages. Okay, for people that gotta work. Let's say if I don't know what minimum wage is, but let's say they raise it to like $23 or $25. Something like that would be worth celebrating. If they say, okay, this new year, everything is gonna go up that needs to go up, like wages, and things that need to go down is gonna go down, like gas prices. Gas here in Florida is okay right now, but let's say they dropped it back to what it was back in the 90s, like $1.50, $1.75. Then that'd be something worth celebrating. See, this new year that's coming in, there's going to be a reduction in gas prices, a reduction in your utility bill, and the wages are going to increase. Then that'd be something worth celebrating, because it's not the same old thing. It's something that's actually benefiting people. But they're not going to do that. See, they're not going to do that. And that's what the dude was trying to say. It's going to be the same old same. All right. But yet still, I don't celebrate New Year's, but you know, people want to always celebrate New Year's, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, hey, that's cool. But the point we're trying to make, what are you celebrating? You know, what are you celebrating? Because it's the same old stuff. It's going to be another war next year. I guarantee you. Somewhere over in Europe, people are going to start bickering, just like what's happening now. It's going to be more chaos, more people losing their lives. Hell, we might get dragged into it. Who knows? But I'm just trying to say, it's always going to be the same repeat cycle. That's all it is. People are out here struggling. Okay. The average American does not have $400 saved up. All right. The average American, you'd be surprised. And like I said, you don't have to listen to what I say. Just Google it. Do your own goddamn research. Most Americans can't pull out $500 from the bank because they don't got $500. See, all the money they make is going to expenses, and they have very little left over for leisure activities or for fun stuff. Most people don't even have $500 in their bank account right now. But see, if they brought in this new year, say, okay, for the new year, we're going to increase the wages so all these people can have more money. But they ain't going to do that. See, so nothing's going to change. All right. Nothing's going to change. They want you to be broke. They want y'all to stay broke. Okay. They want y'all to be broke and keep consuming. That's all it is, you know, and they're misleading everybody anyway with this whole New Year BS, because the New Year is supposed to be in spring. Did you know that? That's when the New Year is supposed to begin. In the springtime, not in the freaking winter. When does everything bloom? When does everything renew itself? When does everything blossom? When does everything come out? The spring, right? That's when the new year actually supposed to begin. But see, people are too stupid to realize that, you know, they got us celebrating the new year at the end of December when it's supposed to be in the spring, actually. But that's besides the point. I'm not going to get into all that. The point I'm trying to make is it's just more of the same old stuff. And finding a job is harder than ever. That's another thing. You can go on Indeed.com. You can go to different places. Okay, different places of employment, have these interviews, expect to get a call back from them, but you don't get a call back. Finding a job is hard nowadays. See, it's going to be the same way next year. It probably even be worse. Okay, it's just getting more and more, it's becoming more and more challenging to find a job. And, you know, not just a job that pays well, but just a job in general. Okay, a basic job. Working at freaking Dollar General or Family Dollar or a grocery store, somewhere like that. Okay. Or whatever, a warehouse job, a factory job. You know, waking up 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning and doing some shit like that you really don't want to do. You see? You know, and people still gonna call you lazy if you don't want to work. People call me lazy. Although I'm retired from the military, people still call me lazy. Shit's still gonna be the same, you know? It's not gonna change. So that's the point I'm trying to make. So again, I don't celebrate New Year because it's just more of the same old stuff. If there was improvement, if our world improved in some way, then I think it would be worthy of celebration. But as of right now, I don't see any improvement. I don't see any changes. Well, I see changes, but let me say this. These changes are not for the better. If there is a change, it's usually for the worse, based on what I notice. It's the difference between a change and an improvement. I don't see improvements. I just see changes that are for the worse. See? Like taxes going up and stuff like that, or rent going up. Each year, for those of you that rent, you know, each year, what happens? Does your rent ever decrease? No, that shit go up. Each year, they send you that letter. They put that little note on your door. So when you get home from your 9-to-5 slave job, you're greeted with a note on your door. And when you open that note and read it, it's saying that in a few months, your rent's going to be increased by $75 or $100. That's the kind of shit you're going to be dealing with next year. Yeah, that's the kind of shit you're going to deal with. See, just more of the same old stuff. And each year it goes up. Each year your rent goes up. It never goes down. It never levels out. It never just stay the same. It goes up. See what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to make. But does your wages go up for those of you that have to work? Are you getting more money? You might get a little raise here and there, but that's just, you're just getting peanuts when they give you a so-called raise. I think that the manager at McDonald's, when they get a raise, it's only like a dollar or two, something like that. $5 would be, that's considered a lot of money, but you ain't getting no $5. You're getting like a dollar or two. I think they're saying like a manager makes like a dollar or two over everybody else, something like that. But it's just, it's very minuscule, the amount they give you. See, but everything else is going up. Wages, car insurance, Some people pay freaking $700 for car insurance. That's going up. Nothing's going down. So that's what I'm trying to say. We're bringing in this new year. We're bringing in more problems. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point the gentleman at the beginning of this video, that's the point he was trying to make too. Just more of the same, and it's getting worse. It's not just the same thing. It's getting worse. And like he said about automation, you know, and that's another reason why it's so hard to get a job, because even in my area, they're moving towards automation. You walk into a grocery store, it's like one cashier in there working. Everything else is self-checkout. You walk into my local Walmart, okay, not just like the regular grocery stores, but you walk into a Walmart, it'd be like one cashier working. Everything else is self-checkout. It'd be like one cashier. So imagine you want to apply for this job as a cashier, you ain't gonna get it, because not only are you competing with dozens of people or hundreds of people, shit, they're getting rid of cashiers and replacing them with self-checkouts. Okay, they're putting more self-checkout aisles in these stores. See, so that's another reason why it's getting hard to get a job. All right, and it's like I said, it's not just Walmart, it's all these grocery stores. I was shocked, actually. It was only one cashier working. Back in the day, you wouldn't even have, if you had a self-checkout back in the day, it's probably just one. It was one little self-checkout thing. Everything else was cashiers. We probably had like 10 cashiers working at any given moment. Not anymore. You'll be lucky if you see 2 cashiers working. I don't know how it is in your area, but that's how it is in my area. All right, because they're moving towards automation. Why is that? Because they can save money. All right, all they got to do is maintain the machinery. But just think, that's less humans they got to pay. Less humans they got to pay. So all the people that's out there that need a job, that want to work this position, they ain't going to get it. All right, that might be you. You're not going to get that job. You got to compete with all these other people, but they're phasing out. They're phasing out that position. And I'm willing to bet sometime in the near future, not even that long from now, sometime in the near future, they ain't gonna have no cashiers at all. It's just gonna be straight up self-checkout. Just straight up self-checkout. You go into a Walmart, Costco, a Sam's Club, wherever, ain't gonna be no cashiers. That's what they're trying to do. You can already see it. They slowly trying to phase it out. They're trying to get you accustomed to it. They're taking away more and more cashiers. Even last year, we had like maybe 3 cashiers. Now it's just one. You go in there, it's just one. Like those old people that don't know how to use the self-checkout, they're looking for the cashier. It's only one cashier they can go to. See? So that's another thing I'm talking about. That's a change that's gonna happen next year and the year beyond. And like I said, just because it's a change don't mean it's for the better. Usually it's for the worse. In this case, it's for the worse. How is this changed for the worse? Because that's less jobs for people that need jobs. They gotta look elsewhere. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Changes happen, but it's not good changes. These are not improvements. These are just changes for the worse. Hell, even in the fast food joints, Burger King, McDonald's, they're talking about like this apparatus, this machine that can make the fries, that can make the burgers. See, that eliminates the need for humans. That's less humans they got to pay. Even at fast food restaurants, they're talking about implementing this. I don't know if they already implemented, but they're getting to it. Maybe by next year we'll see it. See, that's another change that they're trying to make. Semi-truck drivers, they're trying to get rid of some of those. They're trying to make these semi-trucks fully electric, where they don't run on gasoline. They're strictly electric, like a Tesla, and they don't have a driver. Okay, they're fully automated. They can drive themselves, which is freaking scary if you ask me. I mean, you in a little car, you got a big ass semi truck behind you. It's driving itself. I mean, you can't tell me that's not scary. What if it glitches? Like your video game, what if it glitches or shorts out or something just go haywire? And that thing just go full speed and just ram through you. I mean, it's a lot of things that can go wrong with this, but that's what they're trying to do. They're slowly trying to implement these things to get rid of human labor. And ultimately, the ultimate goal, that's the less people they got to pay. That's less people they gotta pay. They get to pocket more money. All they gotta do is maintain these machines. And that's really about it. Everything's going up, cost of everything going up, and people can't find work. And I know a lot of people don't want to work. That's good too. All right, because these jobs are BS. We already talked about that. These jobs are BS. People don't want to do it, but some people just got to. Some people don't got a choice. It's either you do this or else. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, if it was me, if I had the power to do it, everyone's bills would go down. Yeah, everyone's bills would go down. You pay your car insurance. For those of you that drive, you pay your car insurance. You would get back some of that money at the end of the year. These companies wouldn't be allowed to keep all your money. If you're accident free, you don't get no tickets, no nothing. You just got a clean driving record for that whole year. You should get your money back. Not all of it, but some of it. Because I understand they got to make some money too. You should be getting a portion of that back. See, that's something worth celebrating. But they ain't going to do that. All right. And I can go on all day with changes they should be making. But that's not going to happen. You know, we can sit here and fantasize about it all we want, but that's not going to happen. So it's just the same old same. But like I said, I guarantee you within the first 30 days, it's always the same repeat cycle. Within the first 30, hell, I'll say within the first 2 weeks, we're going to hear about a mass shooting. I guarantee you. All right, I guarantee you. And when it happens, I'm going to be like, hey, I told you it was going to happen. The same old thing every year. I think year before last, it was actually in my town, there was a mass shooting. It was at a New Year's celebration. It happened like 11:30 that night. They were bringing in the New Year's. You know, people don't know how to act. Yeah, just start shooting up the place. See? So it's always the same old drama that humans create. Same chaos that humans impose on themselves. All right, there's gonna be more of that. More rappers getting shot. More. What happened on the news? Just all kind of crazy stuff on the news. Just more of that. More negativity. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all agree with what he said? I agree with him. Everything he said was true. All right, so I don't want to be a dead horse. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm gonna be making more videos too. I know I've been saying that, but I be doing other stuff. You know, I don't just be on YouTube all day. But I got a few video topics I want to discuss. So yeah, we're gonna get back into those videos. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy.